We have Dr. Micheal Serwonoo, a lecturer, Department of Communication Studies, University of Cape Coast, to speak to us via Zoom about expectations from the committee. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening.
Doctor, you are a broadcaster, a community media expert, and a lecturer. From your perspective, are there areas where you think GBC falls short in its service to the nation?
Yes, GBC for a very long time has required calibration within our political economy of the media. So the media's political economy has changed significantly depending on the technologies we use and the approaches to working for the public in general. And then the use of technology, all of these are far ahead of GBC's public service broadcasting tenet. And I think that is long overdue that we calibrate the public service broadcasting ideals of GBC with the political economy of the media in Ghana. We all know that the Commission's approach on broad consultations is sound in order that we ensure that all stakeholders are covered by the reforms in a manner that GBC represents a big mother for our nation, a mother she has been for a very long time. I am particularly happy that GBC's activities over the years have been good, but this reform will make GBC better. It will also take off dirty hands from GBC's interests and assets around the country, which is quite clear to all of us. And I think that the kinds of people on this commission or this committee is very good for all of us. And we look forward to nothing but the best for GBC in this reform, because Mr. Fiapentin himself has been interested in reforms in the broadcasting sector that will bring diversity and progress to the broadcasting center, and knows exactly what the public service broadcasting role is in the three-tier system of broadcasting. And Gilbert Tiata is very interested also in public service broadcasting, and especially Mrs. Kwame that has been put on this committee, for me, makes me see, I see so much ahead. GBC is likely to have its public service mandate straighten up, and any of the impediment that is pushing GBC further away from its public service mandate should be rectified after the committee finishes its work and recommendations are taken seriously. But I look forward also to a clear definition of the activities of GBC in the public interest. One of the things I would like to see the committee talk about is a continued call from the private sector that GBC should not be the only beneficiary from a TV license. This is not the only country where these discussions are going on. We have the BBC World Service in the UK is also under attack for enjoying the public service contributions alone. And there are attempts to ensure that all media forms benefit from this. I think that GBC for a very long time has been calling the public to their rescue, especially to ensure that the great service they offer to this nation continue to exist for our children's children. And this committee has a very huge job to establish GBC once and for all, as they said, to define GBC's mission clearly as a new old mother on the block.
So you seemed satisfied with the formation of the members of the committee. So what would be your recommendation to the committee besides the TV license you spoke about?
I think that the committee must be firm in their decision. The broadcasting sector across the world is made up of commercial, public, and community. So this three-tier system, they must uphold it and define the place of GBC. Usually, the public service broadcaster plays to a different role compared to private broadcasters. We know that there are interesting approaches to thinking about the political economy of the media in Ghana. by making it look too commercial. There is also a feeling I have that almost all of us felt that broadcasting should be wholly commercial, but there is a space the public service broadcaster occupies that no one else can occupy. And there's a space that community radio stations occupy. And GBC seems to be providing both public service and some form of community broadcast services to this country. And I look forward to the committee ensuring that this broad consultation that their term of reference spells out is followed, because that is the best way to serve the interests of everyone. And they should cut off also lobbying, any group of people lobbying for their interests, but rather they should open up and listen to every other group, dissenting views, and measure them and calibrate GBC's public service broadcasting. That has been calling for a very long time for review. And it shouldn't be one of those reviews. And those who are forming this committee should also be prepared to use the recommendations of this committee in, bettering the future of GBC, which is on the heart of every young Ghanaian my age who knows what GBC in the past has offered us as a nation.
Thank you very much, Doctor. That's all time would allow for. We've been speaking to Dr. Serwonoo. He is a broadcaster, a community media expert, and a lecturer on a committee of experts appointed by the NMC to examine ways to transform GBC.